I decided not to do any countdown because I kept you waiting already, and it's just one of those days. Poor kid. Like I was trying to get cleaning up done and everything before I went live, and doing some chores earlier this morning. Was trying to watch and catch up on some videos. Nice to be here with you guys. Thank you, Brenda, for being one of the first ones in. You and Barry, Duncan 19 Homestead and 1900 Homestead, and Storms Radios and Cats. And then Hedgehogs Homestead. Laura, thank you. And yes, Barry, we all love the new shots from your fancy schmancy drone thing. I couldn't think of the word drone for a second. CC, Texas Garden. Yes, you may still eat your sweets and hang out with us. We're not going to judge. Yeah, what's a little temptation? For me, sweets is a huge temptation, especially when I'm trying to get off of them. Hey, GT. Hey, Aid. Sorry, I didn't mean to startle you guys. Hedgehog, I know I usually do the countdown, but I figured I kept people waiting. Hey, Cool Gamer, welcome in. Hey, the Bud Files, welcome in. But yeah, I am trying to, I think I'm down to now 400 milligrams of the GABA, and I was doing pretty good, except for now my foot just started up again. Hey, Brutal Bob, welcome in. So yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I figured some of the new research they're doing into fibromyalgia is confirming more and more what I've said that I believed, and others who have it have said what they believe, which is it is an autoimmune, like other autoimmune, disorders, that it is our body attacking itself. It's just not, attacking in a way yet that can be quantified through a test so much, but they did find one test that showed that our antibodies are fired up, and they did a test, and it was actually at the King's College, I think. Is that what it's called over there, Aid? It's over across the pond. I don't know if it's King's College without the in front of it, or if it's the King's College, Cambridge. I think it's at Cambridge University. Anyway, they did a study or investigation where they took the antibodies from people who have fibromyalgia versus those who do not. They injected them into mice, and the ones who have fibromyalgia, those antibodies, right away the mice started being more slow to move around. Their grip strength on things was weaker. Like they started displaying behaviors like you see in people with fibromyalgia. And then the other mice who got the antibodies that were from people who did not have fibromyalgia didn't even affect them. They were just the same after the injection. They also found that the mice recovered once they cleared the antibodies of the fibromyalgia people. So what they've discovered is our nerve endings or fibers are being attacked by our antibodies. And that's what we are having trouble with. And that's why, all the pain and the stiffness. It looks like possibly, our spine or, the nerves in our spine and possibly the brain it's causing issues with. But what do you know? There hasn't been much about that since I think it was 2021. And that was, I'd have to thank Glenn for that. He shot me that. He saw it on something like TikTok or something, and he shot it to me like, hey, like kind of thing. Have you seen this? Hey, Mutt. How you doing? The Mutt's American Mosaic. And hey, Sarah, welcome in. Thank you. Appreciate it. So that was very interesting. And when I found that out, I'm like, then why hey, Wellness with Frugal Mama, if it has to do with my antibodies and my antibodies attacking those systems in my body, then why am I taking this gabapentin that is slowing down my brain? Because that medication would be supporting old information, meaning it's like a hyperreactive disorder of the nervous system. Now, I'm not saying gabapentin doesn't work for people. It does. It worked for me for the time that I needed it. It kind of, settled down the pain. But they're also saying too that our cells are having a hard time with copper. And what makes me wonder, what makes me think, other than the copper not getting into the cells because they say it's like higher in our serum levels, is I always thought too some of this was heavy metal toxicity. Hey, girl dad cooking up deliciousness, because people who have that have similar symptoms to fibromyalgia. Just watching Diva in the Dirt, and she did that whole video on the herbs with her daughter Marissa, and they made that sauce, and it has cilantro in it. Well, I'm one of those people that cilantro can taste like soap, but then sometimes it doesn't. It's really weird. Um, and also, if I get abundance of it, I don't feel so good. Well, Marissa, through her research and being now a master herbalist, she said what it is it's actually the cilantro coming in contact with those heavy metals in your body and causing that reaction to where it tastes like soap. And the more that you ingest, not like in one period or one sitting, like the more you're taking it in and taking it in and cleansing out the heavy metals, the more it seems that that reaction seems to go away. And it doesn't, like she doesn't have that soapy taste anymore when she encounters the cilantro. So that was really interesting to find out. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. And it has so many side effects. That's why I'm going to try and get off of it. And I was down to 600 for a long time. Recently got really sick, had a huge flare. Now that makes sense because my, immune cells were working on something else possibly and flared up my fibro. Uh, and they were, I think, working on healing me because I had pulled some muscles and everything. There was a lot of activity going on in the body. And I think that's it too, is like when there's a lot of activity going on, even if it's a pulled muscle and, you need white blood cells to be to a certain area, a person with fibromyalgia, their body goes into kind of overdrive. And I think the antibodies kick up and, then attack the body itself. But I had gone up to 900, and this is what scared me about the medication. The 900 milligrams along with tramadol can basically kill a person. And they're not, like, the FDA put out a warning, but we're not hearing that on the news. And like, because, the certain companies who make those things control a lot of these outlets. Uh, if you are on those two medications and you go up to exactly, the study was 900 milligrams, it can cause suppression of your breathing, and you can possibly die from that side effect. I was feeling like liquid on my lungs, and I hadn't had that feeling until years ago when the doctor first tried me on Lyrica, and that I had that reaction right away. Yeah, Laura, I learned so much, it seems like, just in the last two weeks, I would say, since I got that one study even, and then just finally being able to sit down and watch that video. I'm like behind on so many people's videos, and I'm so sorry for that. I'm trying. It's just life is over here with Malachi. Like today, he was in one of his, not happy moods. Oh, okay. Congratulations, Mutt. I hope you're doing better. I hope you're doing better. Congratulations. Um, so yeah, with that information and with that scare with the liquid on my lungs, I'm like, I got to get off this. I have got to. Yes, and it can cause, and that's what's interesting too, Sarah, is a lot of the medications that they treat us for, that they treat us with, I mean, have side effects just like the fibro. So you don't know what you're dealing with. Are you dealing with the side effect or are you dealing with the fibro? Are you dealing with your autoimmune or are you dealing with a side effect? It's very difficult to differentiate between which is which. Nice to know. My neurologist was telling me to double up GABA if the regular dose wasn't working. That's where I didn't like. Yeah, they do tell you that. That my doctor told me the same thing. He was like, "You're on a low dose. It's fine." Oh, thank you, Buddha. Oh, praying for you, Mutt. I'm glad you're done with the chemo, though. Yes, it is a whole rabbit's hole. Thank you so much, Buddha of Destiny. Buddha. I know we have to. Buddha. It is a whole rabbit hole. Yes, that some of these medications they give us to supposedly help us have similar side effects to what they're supposed to be helping us with. It's crazy. It's Cucamonga. But anyway, that's why too with I did add in a multivitamin because like I told you guys last week, I found out that my D levels were so low that the doctor was like, I'm prescribing D for you because we need to get your blood serum levels up. Hey, our treasured home. So what I can do is now I'm working on the GABA. I've got it down to 400 milligrams, and I wasn't, it wasn't too long ago that I was sick, and I had upped it to 9. And it's one of those things that they use for everything, including they are using it for people who are bipolar now, and so it can affect mood. And so if I seem a little bit edgier or I cry more easily, that is why, other than, the usual stress in my life, I am now coming off a medication that can affect mood, affect your brain. So yeah, I am going to be probably a little bit messy. I think got this. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you're resting up. Um, so the next step I knew was I was doing much better on the Candida cleanse diet, which is low carb, no added sugar. And I thought, well, I'm not going up off both totally while I'm lowering my GABA. I will go off added sugar this starting Monday. I'm not doing it this weekend because my daughter bought tickets for the Switchfoot concert for my birthday. And we're going to go to a Switchfoot concert on Sunday. I'm hoping this storm coming in does not saturate us because one time we went down to Miami Bay area and we got poured on. We still had a great time, but we got soaked at that concert and it was also outdoors. Now, those are all the concerts prior to this one that I've always, taken her to and paid for our tickets, or she won tickets and I then would add a little something and upgrade the ticket. And that's what we did for that concert. She won the tickets, but they were in the grass. Thank God we didn't sit in the grass. It would have been mud for that concert. And then we were able to upgrade. And I was able actually to upgrade us to VIP. And that's what she did for me for my birthday. And they're way more expensive. Hey. Yeah, that's what I'm going to ease into it, Shawnee. So anybody wants to join me um, to come off of added sugars, like no products where they're, and I don't mean like bread that, you're using this week. This week is just like sweets. Get rid of your sweets, get rid of your added in sugars. If you're putting in sugar in your coffee, those kind of things. Take it one step at a time. This week, have carbs. Like I can still have my gluten-free bread or toast. We're going to probably end up having tacos this weekend. Still going to have, the gluten-free burrito wraps or whatever. But I'm not purposely adding sugar in to my diet or allowing sweets into my diet starting Monday. So I'm going to ease off of it. Hey, Yard Foods, how are you? Good to see you. Watching you smile and laugh when you are happy or greeting people. If you leave Florida. Oh, bless you. That's so sweet. I don't know if I'm not sure if we'll ever get out because it's so crazy now. The prices everywhere are going up. And I do love growing tropicals. They're just so much easier than doing the whole seasonal annual garden that I see a lot of my friends doing. I would basically be trying to find out, oh, thank you. I am glad you're blessed. Be blessed. Yes, we all are. If we're at this side of the dirt, we're doing okay right now. Oh no. Yeah, that's what I'm hoping that doesn't happen this weekend for us too. And I hope that doesn't happen. Oh, that's awful. It's been doing that. I'm sorry to hear that. We need the rain. I don't need like the rain though on Sunday. But it figures. It always like seems to show up when you're like, please don't. And then when you really, really need it, it's like, oh, no, we're gonna just tease you, and you hear the thunder and nothing, like, it gets gray out, and you're thinking, "Ah, I don't have to water my plants. Awesome, it's gonna rain," and then nothing. I hope so, Shawnee. It showed it when I checked it last time that it was mostly going towards the West Coast, and that's what it seems to be doing with the Saharan desert, uh, dust coming over. Thankfully, it's interrupting that flow of the storms coming directly at our East Coast, and so it's having to take a turn. But I feel horrible for the people on the West Coast of Florida and the people of Texas because if it sits over the Gulf waters and the warm waters, it can grow stronger and more dangerous. So it's like, yeah, I don't know what is going to happen. Right, Duncan, that's what happened. My daughter called me and she's like, "It's pouring here." I'm like, must be nice because we're not getting anything. We're just in like gray skies. That's it." Okay. Yeah. It's so weird. All the northern people are getting the rain that's supposed to be here right now. It's just bizarre the way that happened. But anyone want to join me on, getting some of that added sugar out of their diet is welcome to. You want to check in with me, I'm going to probably put up, probably I say because with, the ADHD brain of mine, sometimes I forget. A lot of times I forget, really. I'm going to put up my new email for, South Florida Sunshine. I couldn't get South Florida Sunshine Gmail. I think somebody, a business or something in Florida might have taken it, but I got South Florida Sunshine 777. So it's a gmail.com if anybody wants to join me and we can check in with each other, or you can find me on Facebook. I'm under Carol Woods, or you can join my page, South Florida Sunshine, which I constantly forget that I have the page, but to reach me in Messenger. Yeah, this one I don't think is. It looks like they're showing the spaghetti model is like it's going right back at us, but from the west side, which is so weird, like that a storm can do that. I know. I know with the honey. How about no sweets except your honey? And you say like, and that's really for me. I have to do it DCBs for a little bit to reset my inflammation and also that whole borderline, the HbA1c being borderline to diabetic. I do not want to go into uh, diabetes at all. We have two of those storms and we're tropical. Like my section of Florida, it's like it's got its own microclimate where we're just not getting the rain. And my plants are tropical plants. They need that. They need those wild tropical storms here and there. Ooh, what you got, Shawnee? Hey, baby bear shorts. Yes, it does help that the cravings quickly go away. The thing that I'm doing that first and then cutting back on carbs because Mentally, I know if I say, low carb, that's it, no carbs, no sugar, it's gonna be too much of a fight with my brain that's gonna just keep throwing both carbs and sugar cravings at me. And also I want to see if I can keep some fruit, which, is the high glycemic fruits versus the low glycemic. And right now I have high glycemic, which are mangoes, and I'm not eating those mangoes. I suppose I could kind of freeze them, but if I keep them down to, only having one a day, I should be okay, like while they're ripening. And our mango season is almost over anyway. Houston didn't get stung. Oh, wow. There you go. They're restarting, I guess. That's what happens. Yeah, that one that I asked you about, which was so interesting in Hawaii, where they said the queen was throwing off very mean offspring. They just outright replaced her. It looked like they had a queen excluder and had introduced a new queen after they got rid of the old one, which, they felt bad about, but the hive settled down. Wow. Be careful, storms. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like about moving further up north is, like I've mentioned before, they don't build for tornadoes. I mean, some places do have the, you know, um, shelters. No, what's wrong? I'm making sure the neighbor isn't in our backyard or if that's a package. He jumped and the dog's barking. Uh, Give me 1 second, just real quick. Let me just double check for our safety. All is okay. I have no idea what she was barking about other than it might be the neighbors shutting their doors, and they're like right off our front door the way they just designed this house. Yeah. No stings on a visit to the wind. Do you guys get stung every single time? You're making it not something I ever want to try. What is that? Oh, a honey berry. You know what my brain read? It's a boral beast honey bear. And I'm like, never heard of that plant. I inspected 3 hives, no stings. That means I did it right. Oh, good. Lose 100 pounds before I can have. I'm not sure I can manage that mountain. Look up the Candida cleanse diet, and you will start to lose weight. That's the other thing too about gabapentin, and they don't tell you. You gain water weight, and you keep it on with that medication, and it does make you gain weight. So yeah, that will hopefully help with my weight too. That's what I want to be doing soon. Awesome, CC, plant fall seeds. I appreciate you watching while you're doing that. There was one girl at the end that was thinking about it. Funny. Yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds like humans too. Sounds like people. I hear you. It's tough, especially you can't run around place. Yeah, yeah, getting the exercise and everything. That's why too. I can't exercise a lot right now. I can just modify my diet. And the thing I've seen that helped me the most with my pain and with dropping weight is excluding the sugar. And sugar too will be, if you have so much glucose in your system, your body purposely holds on to water to digest it. Shh, please. I am going to take a night. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, no, take a night. I know I've been feeling that way too. I just passed out in the chair last night. I'm sure my husband's not very happy with me because I'm going all old person on him. Like I eat anything and he comes home and our day is kind of settled a little bit with this one. He went to go wash him because washed our girl all those years, then washed him as a baby. And then once he got old enough to realize who was washing him, my husband stepped in. And, he went to wash him, and he probably came back, and I was passed out in the chair. That's awesome. Yeah, I would be doing that this weekend, except for we have this plan to go to our, yeah, if you're going to take a nap now, have a good nap too. I would be out there too if we didn't have this concert. I need to save all my energy for that. Oh, that's awesome. That's great, Brutal Bob. Yeah, I bet. Give me it, Malachi. Give me it. What do you got? Oh, it's just your toy? It's not like a cup. Okay. Yeah. I want to make sure he's not playing with water. Yes, it is. Right? 50-50 on the genetics. Oh, did it? Oh, did he? I mean, her. Oh my gosh. Can I even? Hello. Did she? Did she? My beautiful, anxious little Rizzy Roo. She doesn't run. She prances. With your anxious eyes. But she's fierce. She's a good girl. Like take her outside and she definitely thinks she is way bigger than she is. Depends on the weather and if you drop anything. Oh, with the bees. Okay. Welcome back. That's great. Well, Buddha, you eat pretty well. You and your mom are pretty healthy in the way that you eat. Um, I am always battling my little junk food junkies here having their junk food in the house. And that's something I'm going to address with the one I am married to because he need like at our age, he's 4 years older than I am. We have to not be going towards diabetes if we can help it. And we can help it if it's, 2. You can't if it's 1, that's your pancreas just crapping out. A lot of it depends on the time of the year. This time of the year, they're more defensive. Oh, okay. Oh, they're preparing for winter. Got it. Yeah, and I'm not saying everybody who's taking gabapentin should get off of it. No, I'm saying for me, because I already have asthma and because I had that water on the lung start as soon as I had upped it, like my doctor told me I could, and I only upped it to like 900 milligrams, which is 2 at night, 1 during the day. Uh, I'm having the side effects that you would be going off of it anyway because it's causing that kind of side effect. I don't like it when you drop them first. Oh my gosh, that's what she meant. Like drop the bees. You dropped it for oh my goodness. Oh wow, I would be running too. She's fine. Food is fine. You teasing her? A testy when too many hive beetles are present. Oh, okay. Wow. I saw the coolest thing the other day though, Sarah, where red ants were invading the beehive and the guy just took out a torch and started torching the red ants. I was like, think if I was a beekeeper, yeah, I'd probably do that too. If they just took out my girls, I'd be torching them. Yeah, it is for people to get some people to get their BMI down. It is hard for sure. But Buddha's been in she was in a really bad car accident and she's worked through a lot and right now she is exercising and really I think she's a walking miracle. So she, above anybody, would totally understand that. She's doing like the high knee exercises and everything. Tipping the box, checking for sale. Oh, that's awful. Oh, you've got that's like Florida rain, where it rains diagonally and it also only rains on half of the street. There's a Resi baby. Oh, I'm the getting stung. Okay, most of the time I either don't get stung or get stung. Oh my gosh, 3 to 7 times each time you're working with them? Yeah, no, that's a big no for me. It's a catch-22. I'm trying to lose the water weight from the steroids, and now the oncologist wants me on GABA for well, it might not affect you the same way. Maybe just talk to them of if there's another medication that you could be on, because or go to a pharmacist first and talk to a pharmacist who knows the drugs the best and see if they have any suggestions that you could return to your nephropathy. I don't know what that is. Pathologist with. No, you're not a mood killer. It's what we face though with these companies, with the doctors. If you don't have a lot of money to be able to see a functional medicine doctor who maybe practices both, it's I feel you, and you're even like in a harder case scenario because the decisions have to be kind of quick and concise and right for your body, like right now. Oh, see, yeah, I don't know if I could do that. I would have to carry an EpiPen, I think. I don't because if they stung me more than once or twice, I'm not sure how my labor is. That's so funny. I don't know if I've seen that one, but it's all cool. We all have our own struggles. And staying inside's all good. Oddly enough, I was on a live yesterday in the UK. It was storming. I turned. Oh, funny. Yeah, they're used to that kind of stormy weather. Oh, that definitely sounds like Florida. The raining and full sun. How funny. Yep, it totally sounds like it. You're just getting our weather. I don't know how it happened, but the north is. Take it 3 times a day. I know. And the traumatic brain injury. I know, hon. And it is hard to remember because that also makes it that worse, like the your memory worse. That's the other thing. Thank you, Buddha, actually, for saying that. Gabapentin and tramadol have been implicated in people losing their memory. Like, yeah, and it not coming back. So when you have to take them, they are very serious medications. It's something you have to do your own research, talk to your doctor, talk to a pharmacist, because the pharmacist, remember, knows the drugs. The doctor's just told, these are the newer drugs that work like, and some doctors keep up on what's going on with the drugs too, but not all of them. They just have reps that come in, treat them nice, and give them perks and tell them what the company is putting out now as, the new drug that is supposed to be more effective. Oh, is that what it means with the sun? Oh, okay. Earth's down in Cali. He's having a real problem with sugar ants. He has lost. Oh, I didn't know sugar ants could just take out hives too, but that makes sense. Oh, the red ants steal the bee eggs. Oh, then I would set them on fire too. I thought that torching was effective. They kind of melted, and I totally, yeah. Oh, high knee, the knee challenges your high knee too. If you're doing high knee exercises, get that glute moving. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know how fun it is, but you're welcome, baby bear. Enjoy your walk. And we do the best that we can do. Just, do what you can do today. One step forward. That's all we can make. Grants go in and open honey up, making mess. Oh, that's terrible. We're gonna go in and open the honey up, making a mess. Okay, so they both make the bees, your hives just leave. Yeah, I need to start doing that, but after my sciatica inflamed, that's off the table for a little bit because anybody who has sciatica knows that you have to wait for a while for that all to settle, or you can set it off again. And sure enough, I forget what movement I made, and it wasn't much of a movement. Stop. And it inflamed it again, and it was hurting again. And I was like, oh no, please not another couple weeks of this. I know that. Yeah, how does it get through the bee gear? Are the bee suits just not that thick? Or the PPE they are comfortable with? Have full feeling in my hands, so if I wear gloves, I can't. Oh, wow. Okay. Or the bee suit is close to the skin. Oh, that ain't. It's okay. That's for your jolly meals. That's not good. Oh my goodness. I would definitely want some kind of more protection. Feel the stings half or 2/3 of the time. That's the time don't even swell. Oh, okay. Because your body's used to it. I saw that, but I don't know if it's you guys might get more of it because being south of me. You guys, I feel bad for Miami and the Keys because it seems like no matter which side of Florida the storm is coming and the spaghetti models, you guys always get something. I seen some weird rain moments down here. I bet. Yeah. Oh, yeah. In Broward, we did too. Yep. We had some weird stuff down there too. Yeah, the brain fog is horrible on gabapentin. It's horrible. So I know what you're saying. I would forget if I took my medication either. I would have to say out loud to myself, even this morning, I have not taken my medication yet today. Hannah, I'm letting you know, mom has not taken her medication. I must go home and take my medication. Then you need it. It is a good tremor and seizure medication. Um, I've heard though that, the keto diet, because of the added fat, that also helps with the brain, but yours are brought on by something else from the traumatic brain injury, and your, accident rather than just it being from epilepsy. So I don't know if it would be as effective, but the healthy fats definitely help the brain. Also, there are positive benefits to the honeydew. Oh, very cool. Oh, like, yeah, I've heard it's great for arthritis and pain management. I know. One new drug. I don't know that song. Do I know that song? Yeah, in small doses, not all at once. I knew. Impervious to bees. I got stung on the eyelid and for the rest of the day. Yeah, because it was dead and you were still walking around, right? I think I got stung not I think it was bit. I think stung or bit. I don't know I forget what spiders do, but when I was little, it was a spider and swelled up my whole eye and shut it closed. But oh, I got hecka stung when I was little, but it was my fault because I wanted to get out to my swing set. Hey, Garrett, and we had a whole thing of clover, like a whole. This was in Manassas in Virginia. Our whole backyard was covered in clover, and from the sliding glass doors to my swing set, it was all bees. And I took it upon myself that I was going to beat the bees back so I could get to my swing set because somebody must have told me I couldn't go because there was too many bees out there. So I could get to my swing. Yeah, they don't like that when you're acting aggressive. Yeah, head stings and armpit stings. Yeah, no, thank you. That's pretty awesome. There you go, Tuck. You could be maybe a beekeeper. You got that natural um, anti bee venom thing going on. Yes, neck stings are pretty bad. We have these things that aren't good for anything. Maybe they might pollinate something. They're called twig ants. They're like wasps without wings. So they continue to live after they sting the crap out of you. And that's where they love to get you, is in the back of your neck and on your back. And I've showed too, one time I had gotten a mango tree from a nursery out west, and I was actually stopping at Whole Foods, and I was talking to somebody about turmeric, like how great it was. Sure enough, bam, one hits me, and I was like, "What is that?" And my eyes go down, and there's one on my arm hitting me like 2 more times. My whole arm swelled up from the stings because they like hold on to you with their jaws, and then go bam. I never worked with bees. Might be good for me. Yeah, I know. I so want some land, but you know the struggle down here, Tuck. All our land has gone up exponentially like crazy. So they help you. Yeah. Do you? You really do feel better after you sing. Yeah, I've heard that. It never worked for your essential. Yeah, for getting sting. Yeah. Looks like it's of us. Good. Okay. Oh, you're my. Okay. Uh oh. Above you. That's not good because that would be. Above you would be Broward, wouldn't it? Last time I checked, it wasn't even coming to the East Coast. Did they change the spaghetti model again? Hold on. Now, of course, my information won't load. Sorry, guys. Just a quick interruption for the weather. Well, we got thunder in vicinity and feels like 110. Oh, wait. That's not my. We're 108. Sorry. That was a town that's just west of me. Just west of me. We got 2 degrees off. Okay. Where? I'm just looking for the spaghetti model. Oh, it's going below you, they said. The tropical. That's the spaghetti. Oh, I might have to let me turn off my background. I'll show. What's funny is it's my mother-in-law's name, so I'm a little more nervous about this one. Audio, where is it? General. What the heck? I can't remember where the setting is for that. Oh, I can't find it. Oh, it's not there. I'm in the wrong thing. Hold on. No, I was in the right thing. Why can't I find the camera setting for it? Oh, there it is. Sorry, guys. Forgive me. Not techie at all. That's the model right now. And I am where the dot is. So it's going, it shows it hitting the keys, like the upper keys, and then going back around. So it looks like it's going to miss us. Let me blow it up. Yeah, it looks like right now they maybe shifted you out of the cone. Maybe. I hope. I hope, Buddha. Oh, was that Huey Lewis in the news that did that song? Gosh, my brain just is not working like it should. But that's also too. I've got this coming out of my my brain, the GABA, so it's going to cause all kinds of weird things, and I'm going to probably be a little bit more woo woo than usual. All right. We have shutter. Like I know it's usually for though a storm like that. It's has she? Are they saying how strong are they saying it's going to be at the bottom? Ah, they're saying it's going to be 40 miles per hour. Tropical storm 4. It's not even to a hurricane yet, Tuck. And that's they're not expecting. But then again, they do their own thing. August 3rd at 8 p.m. They're saying it'll only be up to a tropical storm 4. They didn't even name it yet. So 40 miles per hour, northwest, 15 miles per hour. 4 miles per hour is less than what I drove through in South Carolina when they just had like flashes of winds come down, knock down pine trees. Yeah, those are great that you do. Mm-hmm. Been on it since yeah, that doesn't mean I can't. True. Jerks with wings. Yes. Yep. They're even jerks without wings. I got hurricane impact windows on my. Oh, nice. Okay, my here you guys go. If you're interested in watching Mutt's playlist, he's been going through a lot. To show your support, you can head over to his channel and run its playlist. Yes, yellow jackets are more than jerks. Oh my gosh, they're hellions. Several wasp nests from my colonies. Jerks. Yes, yes, with wings. It's called a twig ant. It's up in our trees here. Hey, Darthex, welcome in. Yeah, hopefully no murder hornets. Oh my gosh, I remember when Lead Farmer was like, he was, I think he was like talking about his peaches and he moved his hand right next to like a murder hornet's nest. And he realized it later and he showed it in slow mo. Like, oh, I was like right there. He took it out and I remember leaving a comment like, I guess that's a murdered hornet now. He liked that. Yeah, but your hands are numb or numb-ish. Oh, a yellow jacket hole? That's not good. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. Yeah, she should be fine. It's not going anywhere near them. Hopefully. You know the spaghetti models. Oh, that's horrible. You made Roman candles? Oh my goodness. What? I've been sewing on since 1977. When I put 3 hives on my property, I was mowing around the hive with a push mower. Mm, I had to get one that had front wheel drive because ours is so thick here. It's a different type of grass down here. Okay. Habanero sky raisin. That's awesome. Oh my gosh. Oh, bye, Yard Foods. Good of you to come in. I'll have to come and visit you. I was trying to look for your channel yesterday and I couldn't remember the full name. Like, I wasn't putting Yard Foods. I don't think yard in front of foods. I think I was doing it backwards. And I was like, that does not sound right. I wish sometimes YouTube would do a thing where they would give us a list right afterwards without having to go into our live chat of everybody that came in and hung out with us. So then those were the people that I could just, put at the forefront of being to go visit them too and check them out. Oh, cool. I bet that was a pretty good show. Sorry guys, I'm behind. Don't like the gas powered push motors around here. Oh, interesting. Oh, I like those new electric mowers where they're like they look like remote control. I wouldn't mind one of those. But here I don't know if they would work so well because of our grass being so thick and tough. Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah. I don't remember what we have, but we have the Lexane or the clear panels just for up a window light, and then the rest are the other type. I don't know if it's both window lights, but definitely this upper window light to let in the light. I do want to get a couple to work into our steel. Hey, Passamaquoddy. I'm sorry, it just totally jumped because I'm going too slow in my side chat. Thank you. Wow. I would love to see that. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Now I understand why you don't want zero turns or lawnmowers because they'll come after you. All right, let me see if I can. In fact, glass is still glass. If you want bulletproof, you need 2-inch or better polycarbonate. Okay. Well, I know Bob was lining his with, I don't know what that plastic is to make it more difficult for something else to get through, like what you mentioned. Here's our Passamaquoddy. Everybody saying hi to Pass. Now let me see what Darth said. If you have murdered hornets, you need to get one stuck on a sticky trap, like for mice. Hornets come to rescue their comrade and get. Oh, that's some good info. I wonder, well, no, because then the bees would die if you hung them near the hives. The bees would get stuck. Oh, I bet the ant ones are really cool. That's funny, Darth. Do you grow bamboo? Darth, I forget. Where are you in Florida? Because I know I see you in David the Good's chats, but I forget if you're where you are, if you're in the state. Just say wow, 30 hives. Amazing. I think I'm looking at 22. You guys are incredible so far this winter. I saw the eagles. Oh, I met Glenn Fry. He was really nice. That's awesome. Yeah, I know you said that you needed your honey to grow, your hives were growing, so they weren't like producing like they would usually be producing. They needed it for food. I It's interesting to learn about, like, even just I never knew that they were all females. I always thought it was the queen and then she had a bunch of men. And some females were in there too, but I didn't know that they kicked the men out at a certain time. And it's like, you're on your own, bud. Like, thanks for your stuff. You can get out now. Wow, so cool. Get the plug, please. No. Yes, please. Sorry, got to plug he has a got to keep him charged. Oh, my daughter's sending me some kind of TikTok. Oh, that's right. You're over Vancouver Island. Oh, you have the bunching type. Okay. Yeah, I've heard that from David the Good that there is bunching bamboo that's safer to grow. Yeah, that's so crazy. I mean, wow. And then at the end of the season, they are pushed out of the hives. Wow. Nope, they don't. They are savage. Yep. But there are definitely some males who would rather live that life, like just do what they like to do and just move on. But yeah, they should study bees and see how savage it really is to live that life, to be about that life. But yeah, that I didn't know that about bees, so it was interesting to learn from you guys. Well, I was going to open up the chat, um, and yeah, it was basically just it was the announcement to be accountable that this next week I am this next week I am going to not be having, like, I've been having my leftover whipped cream from my birthday, which wasn't dairy, but it was like the coconut almond, but it was definitely not good for me because it had sugar. But the worst culprits in it are like carginian and also any of the emulsifiers. That's the other thing. If you're still in here and you don't know this, emulsifiers will rip your stomach up. One of the things, if you can do, is look up getting your gut's microbiome back in shape as best you can before you have to go into that surgery. And that's why the Candida Cleanse diet kind of helps with that. But there's so many versions of the diet, and some of them allow carbs and some of them don't. And some of them allow dairy, and other people have said, no, dairy actually feeds the bad bacteria, and you shouldn't be partaking in dairy either. So there is some conflicting stuff. I eventually end up going off all dairy too. That's what I did last time, and I felt my best. I felt the best I've felt in years. These feelings. We all personify like our pets, the bees. I do it with the, iguanas, whatever is in my yard, the bunnies. You think they're telling each other? They'd be like the gigolos. Oh, is that what they are? You're welcome. Yeah, definitely look up any kind of diet that could improve your gut microflora. The only thing is, people are into kombuchas and even kefirs and these wild yeast drinks. If you have a yeast problem, don't drink those. Yeast breeds yeast. It doesn't, it's accumulative. It's not going to kill the other yeast because it's a wild yeast. No, it's yeast. You don't want any yeast right now. You don't want to be drinking yeast. You want to be drinking, lots of purified water, with, maybe a little bit of Redmond's, salt. I get the fine, or a lead-free salt. That's another thing. Look up your sea salts. Make sure they're lead-free, because that will be killing off your microbiome too. And what yeast do in the body, some of you know because we've talked about it before, yeast form like roots into your stomach and into your intestines. And that's where you get the leaky gut syndrome from, is they open up cracks and things in our food leak through and get into our bloodstream, and they shouldn't be there, and it causes inflammation and all kinds of problems. Oh, they'll bring her a little gift. I didn't know that either. So they come bearing gifts, so she lets them in. That's interesting. Yes, you can do I've added lemon yesterday. I can't do a lot of lemon, because with the fibro, I also got something called interstitial cystis, and it makes my bladder very susceptible to any of like the citrus and acid, like any kind of high acid content, even though they're like, oh, it's alkaline. No, I can tell you for a fact it's not alkaline. Not in my body. Performs the citric acid. It is citric acid. It does its thing. And yeah, it's like, not to be graphic, but if I drink too much citrus or have too much even lemon water, and it's hard, and like squeezing that lemon out hard in that water is like going like peeing glass. It's horrible. It's a horrible feeling. It can, for women who know, it can feel like a UTI, but it's not. It's the interstitial cysts. Yep. Yeah. Also, too, like for those of us going through menopause, our bladder is just more sensitive. So then you have both on top of each other. It's just not fun. Drones in the summer. There's something wrong. Oh, okay. Oh, interesting. I need to study the life of study more about bees. It's kind of fascinating. The more you guys talk about them, like the more it's almost like I don't know if you've ever seen those Chinese soap operas. I thought they were, movies at first, but turns out it's the soap operas that they'll watch over there, or the Asian soap operas. Like, the fighting and, the heroics, the tragedies. Only thing I don't like is I'll watch some kind of Asian film and it'll be like this love story and somebody's always got to die at the end. It's so different compared to like American love stories where everybody is like, we got to have the happy ending. They have to have like a little bit of tragedy thrown in there or a lot of it. What's wrong? Huh? In a little while. In a little bit. In a little bit. We're not going to go to bed right now. No, sir. You just went. We're having a bad day today. And that's what's making me wonder if. Oh, here, let me add you to the stage. Hello.
Hola. How are you?
Good. Congratulations on your marriage.
Thank you. Yes, we got married on Father's Day, as a matter of fact.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it was her grandmother's birthday, so plus it was Father's Day, so that gave me a chance to spend time with at least one of my kids. My son didn't come to the wedding, but it's okay. But my daughter
Wow.
was. In fact, my daughter took the pictures for the slideshow that I was telling you about.
Hey, Tixie. Welcome in. Oh, wonderful. Yeah, and that's over on your channel. I'll have to head over there and check
Yeah.
it out. That's awesome. Me too.
Um,
Yeah, I bet you guys can't get enough. It is very interesting, and I can't even beekeep here. There would be no way with being in an HOA. There would be definitely lots of complaints. Plus, with him, I would need a whole separate area where I could do it away from where he could get to it because he wouldn't know better, and he would end up getting probably stung.
yeah. I'm not going to stay up here long, but I did want to pop in. We haven't had a chance to talk in some time, so I figured I'd pop in
Right.
real quick. Couldn't remember if you knew about my cancer diagnosis or not. I knew you didn't know about us getting married.
No, I didn't know about the marriage. I knew a little bit about, I think, the cancer diagnosis, but then I didn't get to see you because I haven't been able to go back over to um, Indy's chat in a long time.
I haven't been over to Indies in a while myself either.
Yeah, I hadn't seen you around and I didn't know what happened. And it's weird because I just thought of you last week and I'm like, I gotta check on Mutt and see how he's doing. I haven't seen him in a long time. And
I stay over on my channel. I mean, I may be down, but I'm not out.
yeah.
You
Oh,
know,
wow.
I stay busy with the channel, so we're trying to. We haven't quite hit the monetization stage yet. Um, but
I just hit the 3,000 mark
yeah, I
like
saw that, and I
this
think I
past.
commented on it actually.
Oh, I missed your comment. I'm sorry. Yeah, that
That's all good.
live.
It's all good. No worries.
Days are-
But we're doing okay. Well, aside from the stuff that I was telling you about in the chat, but we're
I'm
still.
trying to, Tigsy. Sorry, Hold. I don't mean to interrupt you.
No, you're good.
I'm
Sorry.
trying to do like a no sweets challenge. That doesn't include carbs though. Of like, we're not going hardcore yet. This is the first week. Like this first week is no added sugars and not eating sweets. So not bringing those things, into your mouth. It might be in your house for somebody else, like in my home. Uh, I have a husband that will eat chocolate every night after dinner right now. And I'm like, that at our age is dangerous. I'm like, we can't be doing that anymore. We're not 17. I'm like, I can't do that. And you're tempting me to go looking for chocolate when I see you eating chocolate. And so, yeah, it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. Yeah, I'm totally doing it, Tigsy. It starts Monday. So you have this weekend to get in your favorite. And then, yeah, we're going to do that. And then eventually add on because I'm working towards the getting back on the Candida cleanse diet.
Now, are
And
you
that can
just
be
doing?
different. That can be different for everybody. Just
Now,
gonna
there's a
eat all
lot of
the gummies today.
there's a lot of different kinds of sugar. Are you just doing the like coffee and the sugar and the
No,
coffee, chocolate, that kind of thing? Or are you cutting
what I
out?
did last time was I can't even have substitute sugars because I react to like the
Right.
erythritol and all those. I do have a liquid stevia that I got, but to me, it's still, even though the woman was like, "Oh, this is the best one I've ever had," it's like a stevia in a glycerin form and drops. I still have that aftertaste that stevia can do, you know?
Hmm.
But yeah, I took out honey, I took out maple syrup, I took out sugars.
Honey, really?
Yeah, but that's because of the candida. Like honey can be antimicrobial, but for some
Right.
people too, it can still
Flare up the candida.
up their glucose. And for me right now, I'm just removing all of it to also
Gotcha.
it'll make me want to eat sweets. If I know like uh DC and I were saying like sometimes it'll satisfy the sweet tooth, but sometimes it can keep that roller coaster for me going. And that's what I'm
Right.
also afraid of. Like I'm going to have a little bit of the carbs, but eventually I'm going to have to take those out too because it keeps the blood glucose up and down, up and down. And when it goes down, you want it back up. And it's also not just your blood glucose, it's you're wanting that dopamine hit that you get, just like, people get from nicotine, you get it from
Yeah.
sweets.
Well,
So,
see, that's
yeah.
my thing is when the doctor told me he wanted me to lose 100 pounds before he would do the surgery to reverse the colostomy, I about had a stroke. My addiction,
Okay.
I'm not ashamed to admit this. My addiction is food, food
Yeah.
and caffeine. So I don't
Yeah.
know what I'm gonna do yet. I haven't figured it out, but
Right. Well, it's just kind of remove, like, add in a good, take out a bad. Like the bad for me is the added sugars and the sweets are not going to come in. Uh, the good would be I'm still allowed to have fruit, so I'm still getting fructose this week
yeah,
a little
well,
bit.
you
I'm just not
may as
getting
well
it through honey, but I'm still going to have my fructose because I've got my mangoes over there. I'm not going to let go bad, and I'm
you may
not
as
going to
well
freeze
you may
all
as
of
well
them.
shoot me if you take away my like I eat like lemons and limes like they're oranges.
There you go, Tuck. Yeah. Well,
You
lemon,
know,
limes, and oranges. The oranges, as long as you're eating them with the fiber, isn't so
yeah,
bad. If you're eating them whole, the orange juice is horrible. That's what they give you when you go and give blood to up your blood sugar after you've
yeah, I
given
know.
blood. Okay,
So,
DC. Thank you. You too. Have a blessed weekend.
but I'm slowly like my other big thing is
Oh, okay. I can do
if I
that
could
too,
wean
Z.
myself off of the sodas, I could probably drop 20 pounds right there.
I can leave it in, Tigsy, if that's too hard cut for you, but for me, it's going to be out. I don't put anything in my coffee though. Well, I did for my birthday. I still had some leftover whipped cream, so I used that, but it was still non-dairy whipped cream, but that had sugar in it. Um, I did like the honey when I was putting it in, but I noticed that for my body, I couldn't do that every single day. It just was not good for me. It was making me sore. Stopped drinking beer, eating fast food, or moved everything else.
Just so you have proof that it is actually me.
Oh, I figured it was you. I know you know the rules. I'm like, it's got to be Mutt, just by the way he's talking in the side chat.
Yeah, so
And we haven't hung out in such a long time. I
we have not
appreciate
hung out
you.
in ages, and
I
I
know.
was thrilled to see Garrett down in the chat. I haven't talked to him either.
Yeah, he comes by. He still calls me fishes. I'm like, I've been South Florida Sunshine
I
for like
actually had to explain
over a
who you
year
were.
and a half now, but it's okay.
I had to explain to my wife who you were, and I was like, she used to be Fishes and Loaves, and
Yep.
now she's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. I still have that as my like connected to my email, and so I kept it, but it doesn't have any videos on it or anything in
Right,
case
right,
I
right.
ever want to bring it back up.
Right. I
It's
mean, that way you've got it.
2011.
God forbid, YouTube does what it
Okay.
did to me with the original channel and took my original channel. So that's
Yeah.
how the Mutt's American Mosaic came about because
Oh,
if
I
you
didn't know
used,
they took it. I didn't know
yeah,
that.
well, I had some
Is
help with
that
that.
Okay.
I
Okay.
had a partner that we were doing the channel together,
Hmm.
and that particular partner got jealous of the wife
Oh, yeah.
before we got married. So she literally filed claims on everything on the channel, including stuff that I posted with my father's permission that was my father's work.
Wow.
And
I'm sorry to
YouTube didn't
hear
even
that.
bother to, but she was mad at me because I had kicked her off the channel because of there were reasons.
Yeah.
And she was doing some stuff that I didn't want associated with the channel, and
Right.
she got mad along with. Then she got jealous, and I was like, all right, you know what? That's fine. I'll just start over again. So
See, I'm gonna have to even pray about that, because it's like, I know what my philosophy is anytime people come in here is we're all our own petri dish, which is true. We're made up of so much bacteria. We're almost like bacteria, period. But for me, I will make a list that I'm going to follow, and maybe give that flexibility to the people who are going to follow it with me, if they can go off all the same things too. And then we can report and, support one another. I'm trying to figure out exactly how to do that as a separate, or just do that support within, I guess, the Friday daytime. I guess I could do it. But even just to get connected off of YouTube, if anybody has a question, I am on Facebook. I am under Carol Woods, and I also have the South Florida Sunshine page, which I never promote. I'm terrible about it. Didn't grow up with technology, so it's like it's so hard to float different platforms other than YouTube. And Facebook for me too, like, I don't like it during political seasons at all, but I don't like it even when it's not a political season, because it's a very they put passive aggressive stuff on there all the time.
okay, so yeah,
And
stay
I
away from the
feel
channel.
that. I can feel that in my, like, spirit, like in my heart. I just, ugh, yeah, it's hard.
Yeah, so you want to stay away from my YouTube, Carol, because I'm one of those. I'm one of those who, during political season, I get very, very active.
Yeah.
That's Facebook. Now,
Yeah.
I will say that on this channel, I have two channels. I have this channel, and then I have the True Celtic Mud.
Look at, wait a minute. Hey, Joy Cheese, what's that? I haven't seen you in a while. Nothing but Taco Bell will just clean you right out. That's probably a diet unto itself. You will be on a cleanse diet, but yeah. And Darth X, I was only drinking black coffee. It was Newman's Own organic for the Keurig, because it was the only one I could find that was, didn't have a lot of additives too, but who knows anymore with what they sell us. Yeah, I'll post it in my community page. I don't blame you. I do not blame you on the not going on FB anymore. I actually made up a new FB after all the drama with losing my parents and the family stuff that goes on with that. I made a new FB just for YouTube. Yeah. Oh, thank you, Storms. Appreciate it. It's yeah, but a lot of people do like cross posting for, they want to be on all the platforms, trying to grow their, YouTube channel, or trying to just grow their, what do you call that? Like
Guilty as charged.
Yeah. And I don't know. It's a
Hey,
lot.
what was? Maybe you can help me out, Carol. What is Corky's channel's name?
I don't know. I don't hang out with her anymore.
Okay.
I canceled that relationship.
Okay. I didn't know.
She's all over. You'll find her. You'll find her.
I didn't know that, so I'm not trying to start anything.
Okay, I wasn't sure because people.
No, I knew nothing about.
Yeah,
like I said, I've been staying over in my lane.
It's a Facebook situation, basically.
Okay, that's all I needed to know.
Yeah.
Don't make me break out the bat.
It's been a year and a half. That's probably about how long you and I have talked, and
it's been at least that long since you and I really talked.
Yeah, I had somebody come out of the bushes one time and be like, "Weren't you on that? I know I saw you on another person's channel," and they dropped her name in my side chat. I'm like, I haven't been on that in like a year and a half.
Okay, well,
So, but you and I have not gotten to talk for about a year and a
right.
half,
So
and you had the
I
cancer and
again
stuff.
was not trying to
Yeah,
stir a
no.
pot.
And that was
I didn't-
probably a little too blunt of me to say, not very YouTube friendly, but
Okay, that's
I
fine.
just have so much
I got you. Say no
drama.
more.
Yeah.
Say no more. I didn't know, and
I know you didn't. I know. I
I
get
was
it.
not aware. So
Be
I'm
all
Yeah.
gonna.
And remember, I'm coming off gabapentin, so that's why I went whoop.
Yeah, I literally. I
I am
literally
like, whoop.
just started the gabapentin like
Yeah.
this week. So I'm now
Oh,
that you've
did
told me
you?
that.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And they've only got me. They've got me on the lowest dosage, which is like 300 for the neuropathy. I developed really bad neuropathy in my fingertips and in my feet right after I finished chemo,
Oh, yeah. It is common with
and
chemo.
I still really can't feel the tips of my fingers.
First started
So
only saw me.
they
Yeah, that's a no, right? Yeah, Dorthox. Yeah, sorry everyone if that was just rude of me. That's why I prefaced before I started, with, I'll probably have to edit this live. But yeah,
It'll
that
be
I
okay.
am not my usual self and that,
no worries.
yeah, sorry. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I've heard of that with chemotherapy that the after effects are very similar to autoimmune and
Yeah,
the
like when I
pain.
was on the the chemo, I didn't have to have radiation, thank God. But when I was on the chemo, I would get it. I was on an every 2 week regimen, so I would literally for about the first half of the first week that I of that 2 week regimen, I wouldn't have any feeling in my hands,
Yeah,
but then it would go away
right.
just in time for me to go to get another treatment. But right after I finished the treatment, probably 2 or 3 days after the treatment, it got really bad. And I finished treatment 2.5 months ago, and I still can't feel my fingertips.
Oh,
Hmm.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, I mean,
Did they say if it might
they
though
said
come back?
when I talked to the oncologist, he said that it should come back if it does. What he said was it should come back within 6 months. If it doesn't, then it's permanent.
Oh,
Hmm.
I'll be
And I'm
praying
like, oh, thanks for
that.
telling me prior to this, doc.
Yeah, I know. Don't you love it when they do that?
It's like, and it was kind of like an oh by the way moment, and I'm just like,
Very
Holy
good puns,
cow.
joint. Yeah. Those are
yeah,
great puns. I decided to try to take up homesteading. Someone said it would be a good way to pick up hoes. I ultimately decided against it because it sounded shady. Thank you, Duncan. I appreciate that. But yeah,
yeah,
even yeah, I'm sorry that I don't have it in my fingertips, thankfully, in my hands. They are not the same as they used to be, that's for sure. That's strength wise. So that
right,
grip strength, like that they found out about the mice, makes sense. But I do get it in my feet, like
yeah. I
really
still
bad.
get it affects
Yeah,
my balance. Like I
yeah,
don't already have enough balance problems with my hydrocephalus. Now I've got to deal with not being able to periodically not being able to feel my feet and trying. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, guys. It really is. It's a
right.
thrill a minute.
Yeah, right.
But you know me. I'm going to try to make a joke out of it. So
I know. What did I miss? I
I'm
missed
watching
something
Joint
'cause
Chief of
she
Staff
took.
over there with his dad jokes,
I know that
which
was.
I can totally
He,
relate to being a dad, you know.
yeah, he does have some. They made sock exercises. They would call it sock
Hey,
up.
what's
Yep,
up?
probably. I think that's what they did call it. That's one thing that Buddha does is, and it's actually really good for balance. And I wouldn't mind getting back into it. It's
Mhm.
Tai Chi, and it's all about centering your body's balance and
yeah,
slow movements.
yeah. I did Tai Chi for a little while, probably 15 years ago.
Oh, Tixie went through it too much. And she said that it took approximately 4 months to get over it
I
after
got
her
over
chemo. Oh, bless you, Tixie. I didn't even know you
after
went
my
through that. I'm so glad that you got your feeling back.
Yeah, well, thank you for that encouragement because I'll be honest, I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure that that this wasn't going to be a permanent thing. So to hear that there are other people out there who have gotten over it gives me a little bit of hope.
Okay, this is the loaded question, Darth, because which one just went by the screen? He's got quite a few. How many cats do you have now in the
I just have 5.
5? Yeah. Okay.
This is
Oh, that
dark.
you're a rookie.
This
Dark
is
Paw.
No, I had when I first met Carol,
He
I
had
had
way more.
17
Yeah.
cats.
Yes.
Oh, well, then I'm the rookie then because right now we've got let's see, there's Loki, there's Abby, there's
This is Dark Paw, though. This is my favorite right here. He's got the
there's like
ear.
5. We've got like 6 in the house right now, but we
Oh,
just
dude.
sent one home today to her forever home.
Oh, bless you. Sorry
yeah,
about that.
our
My
mail.
buddy
No,
right
it's no. We were, we had one mail that wasn't fixed, and we were literally going to take him the next 2 days later to get him fixed, and he knocked up both of our girls at the same time.
Oh my God. Is
Well,
that the
We
one
had
that
2
passed?
litters of kittens. We had 2 litters of kittens at the same time. So we had
Oh, wow.
we had like 12 cats in the house.
He knew what was happening. He had to get his licks in before it
Okay.
happened.
Yeah,
Have you noticed,
apparently.
Carol? Have you noticed how chunky he's gotten?
Yeah. What's
Yeah.
going on? He's just
He's
hanging
just
out
changed
more.
the food.
It looks a little bit. That one looks a little bit like our
Much love,
Ritzy did.
little Bob. Take care of your owner. Much love to her too, and healing.
That looks like our Ritzy a little bit.
Oh, yeah. I love Dark Paw. Here it's getting so bad.
I actually have a Danica has 2. By the way, Danica's my wife. Danica has 2. My roommate has 1, and I have 1, and then we have one of the kittens that we're kitten sitting until December when my niece comes to pick him up after her husband gets home from deployment. And I have I've never seen this before. It's a gray dilute tortie.
No.
Oh, Calicoco. That's kind of cute.
I'm not going to bother her, but I've got a calico back here we call Paint. And when she was born, she looked like she ran through a paint factory.
Oh,
I had to help. I had to help get the mother was having trouble getting the embryonic sac off of it.
Right.
yeah.
Right.
I actually had to help with that.
Yeah, my brother had a what do you call it? Tortoiseshell. That's the one that knew how to say my name.
Yeah.
And
Well,
that was the last cat we had. It would go, hello,
Loki.
Carol, and like call me from underneath the door to come visit.
Yeah, Loki's Loki's the roommate's cat, and he's the father of the 2 litters. He's about a 15-pound right now. He's only a year old. He's got another year before he'll stop growing, and he's already at 15 pounds.
Right. Wow.
He's a big boy. I can't even pick him up right now.
I was surprised. What was I looking at? And it was a list of what are supposed to be. They're not hypoallergenic, but the more hypoallergenic breeds. And one of the first ones they listed was a Burmese with all that hair.
Burmese?
Yeah, they were saying their hair is kind of like how
so is it because their hair and not fur?
That it's more towards hair than it is fur, and they have
Yeah,
less of the protein, I guess, that is what causes the allergies. And they were saying the males, I guess, before you have them fixed, that protein is higher, and once you get them fixed, it drops.
They lose less fur too, so you don't have to worry so much about dander.
Oh, okay, with the Burmese. Oh, and they're so cute. Oh my gosh! But then, go ahead, Barry. Sorry.
Yeah, well, I'm just saying with them, the everything when they scratch or when they shake or whatever they do with, they clean themselves. You're not breathing in the dander like you would if you were, sorry, Dark Paul, but if you had a cat that wasn't a Burmese.
Yeah, when my brother had his cat, it was the hair was just like stuck to the bottom of the walls. It would shed so much, and we can't do that with our asthma like you and I were talking about before. But just Yeah, I don't know. We have to do so much here. We can't get a cat right now. There's no way. I would be afraid the cat would get out right now, especially with Malachi. Opening the door like, and even my husband
It's
when he goes
T
out.
with the T.
Hey, Miss T, welcome in.
Sorry.
But yeah, I will post that list, Chickasee. I think probably have to do it this weekend sometime because if it starts Monday, you guys need it this weekend if anybody wants to do the no sugar. It's really just added sugars and sweets. And I mean like added sugar as in adding sugar into your coffee or adding sugar into something that you're eating, like cereal. Nowadays I see a lot of stars on TikTok.
Hold on a
Talking
second.
into a phone like the rest of us do. Get mad at
I'm still off the sugar.
yeah, right. Yeah, they're fine with their self portraits and all their filming of themselves, but they never get mad at their self for taking all those pictures. That's true, Payne. You're right. Right, you got the clout.
Are the kids upstairs?
Thank you. I appreciate it.
What I thought was a whole swimsuit,
Yeah.
Probably
was
gonna have
just
to go in
Oh.
like
and they're too big.
20
Oh.
minutes.
I'm sorry.
Because if this gets wet,
Honey, I'm lying.
Where does one put their phone when they have no room on their desk?
Oh my. Is it in your pocket or in your hand?
No, I'm just saying, where do you put it when you have no room?
Where
on
do you
your
put
desk?
it? I thought you meant you were looking for it. I'm like, oh, it's in your
Yeah,
hand.
like I want
I
to
don't
put
know
it
what to
over
tell
here
you.
by the mic, but last time we did that, we heard it over the, interfered with it.
Yeah, good old giggly googly moogly. I was trying to like play and watch some of the videos I've been missing, and I was in the kitchen and it went immediately to another video, and it was one of those like conspiracy videos about like Lady Liberty. Oh my gosh, I had to stop watching. I was like, oh yeah, I can't have that in my head today, but yeah. That was freaky tiki, some of it. But it got my daughter and I talking about what is it, like the butterfly effect? And hey, hello, Mike,
This is my
congratulations.
This is my friend Carol.
hi Carol.
Hi, congratulations.
Hey, how you doing?
Thank you. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So,
And that's Barry, I take it.
that's
Barry.
Barry.
Yeah.
Hi Barry.
Hey.
Yeah, he beat me with a bat a minute ago. You missed
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Can I watch?
Mention the
Sure.
unnameable
Hold him
name.
down.
You
Hold him
can
down.
hold me.
You won't
Yeah, I
move.
heard it.
Yeah. That's just
He's
to
in my lap.
protect me.
You can beat me with a bat.
Hey,
Billy Beans
Carol,
can hold
Carol
you down.
Major, good to see you.
Put her on your chest and you'll just lay
Hey,
there.
Netta's Nest. Welcome in.
Won't go anywhere.
Hey, Netta's nest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we're
but,
getting ready. Mutt and I were talking about trying to improve his microbiome of his stomach before he gets into any of that
Yeah.
surgery. Because I just actually posted that we're going to do a no sugar week next week, and I'm working back towards anti-candida diet.
Be right
So
back.
we can,
right here.
Well, separate
yeah.
your feet.
I am.
yeah. So hopefully, and then that would help too with the weight loss. Like
Hold on.
trying to find a spot.
Okay, go ahead. There we
Yeah.
go.
But yeah, we were talking about, he said he had to lose some weight. The doctor wants him to lose
Some
it before
weight.
the surgery.
Well,
So-
I can join when he
Okay.
whatever he learns for this no sugar week.
Yeah.
I'm diabetic, so I can definitely join.
Okay. Yeah. And my doctor basically just said pre-diabetes. And I had done the anti-candida diet before. And with fibro, it gave me some relief from all the pain. And since
Dark
he's dealing with,
I knew a girl named Candida.
I know it would be a very pretty name if
it didn't
Wasn't
mean a yeast
yeast
infection.
infection. Yes.
Yes, skin
Yep.
a yeast infection on the skin. Yes.
I know, but no, like
Girl, can
people
she-
who don't know what it is would, because it
Danica-
sounds like a pretty girl's name. That's my daughter Candida.
Carol, can I give her or send her the link to your channel? So she
Yeah,
can,
of course.
Okay.
She's your wife. Yeah. Duh. Yeah. Absolutely.
No giving out family secrets.
Okay. I can't tell them your secret recipe for the barbecue sauce.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
that's cool, Duncan. Duncan, she and her husband got married on Father's Day too.
Hey.
Oh,
See?
how cool. And 45 years ago. That's a good number, Duncan. Good job.
Maybe that's a
Congratulations.
good omen. Get married on Father's Day and last for at least 45 years.
Hey, I'm down
I'm
with
down
that.
with that.
I'm down with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
At 54,
that'd be
that
some
would make
great
me
stuff.
almost what, 99?
Yeah. Getting up there.
Yeah. So
Yes, I'm starting Monday. So get those sugary sweets in this weekend. And then Monday, that's it.
I'll eat my Snickers bars this weekend.
Yeah, I did that because my daughter actually bought tickets to see Switchfoot for me, for her and I, because we haven't seen them since the pandemic. And we
For those
will
of you that
probably get
ketchup,
something to
For
eat.
those of you that are ketchup lovers, there is no sugar ketchup in the condiment aisle.
I have it actually. Let me show it to them.
I have a bottle of
Good idea. Oh, you got.
sugar
Well, you're
chicken
sitting on his lap. I'll get mine, and then you might have a different one.
no
Give me just a
ketchup
second.
and no sugar ketchup in the house.
Yes.
I'm a ketchupaholic.
I'm not as so I don't even have
Pull it out.
I didn't even know they made it no
on
sugar
your
ketchup.
live. I have this one. Whoop. Let me see.
She's going to get. I gotta switch sides, Carol. I'm gonna go into silhouette, I think. But
Oh, okay.
I'm sorry, I had to switch sides.
Turn off the virtual background.
Huh?
There we go. The Primal Kitchen is the one I have. Is that the one she has?
Oh, it's not.
I got the chicken stock.
Ooh. Chicken. It was the chicken sauce, not the ketchup that she
So
got.
here's the for you ketchup
Oh,
lovers
okay.
who still want to use ketchup. This is the one I
Oh.
have. What's the one that you have?
How does
Oh
it
yeah,
taste?
the Dale Hoogley stuff is good.
You got
I
the
have
ketchup,
it, but I don't know if I can have
but I
it.
also got this, and this I like.
Yeah. Yeah, his stuff is supposed to be really good. He used to have a TV show, and then I think him and his missus got divorced. But this is Primal Kitchen. Primal Kitchen has a lot of good stuff that's also like Whole30 compliant and keto.
The ketchup I got is used too, I do believe.
I didn't even switch, but we
Yeah.
still.
He made barbecue sauces and other things. The sauces, I think maybe salad dressing I saw that's sugar free. Only thing is, if it has erythritol, I can't have it.
This says it's sugar-free, gluten-free, and 1 carb per serving.
Can you flip it over and check the ingredients to see if it has erythritol in it?
Water, canola and or soybean oil, yellow mustard, distilled vinegar, mustard seed, salt, turmeric, spices, vinegar, salted egg yolk, cider vinegar, contains 2% or less of tomato paste, modified food starch,
There it
salt,
is. Corn.
spices, natural hickory smoke, lemon juice concentrate, onion powder, garlic powder, caramel coloring, xanthan gum, natural flavor, paprika extract for color, sucralose,
There it is.
potassium
Sucralose. Okay. Yeah.
and calcium disodium to preserve freshness.
Yeah. It's got a few
Change
extra.
Oh,
You're still going? It's still got more?
the end.
Oh, okay. I thought you were like gonna.
Can you have the sucrose?
Sucralose.
Sucralose is the one. I think that's Splenda, and I can't have it.
Okay.
Hold on. But that doesn't mean everybody can't have it. It's just I can't have a lot of.
Well, that's what I was saying.
fake-
I know you've got a lot of things that you can't have because it triggers other things.
Yeah.
It's got 10 grams of total fat, 1 gram of which is saturated, or pardon me, 1 gram of which is saturated, but 0 grams of trans fat, 5 milligrams of cholesterol, 240 milligrams of sodium,
Good
Mhm.
Lord.
1 gram total carbohydrate, but that none of that is dietary fiber and none of that is total sugars, no protein.
Okay. Yeah. The only thing is the sucralose for me. Yeah, that's a lot of it for people with fibro that happens too, and autoimmune. We get headaches from the sugar alternatives, and it can cause pain. But what was the other thing? Soy. I pulled soy oil out of my diet, so I don't. Yeah, that's not. Yeah, I don't know if it's politically correct to call it that.
I don't think.
I don't think it's
Thank you.
politically
Studies
correct. to call
on
it
sugar
a
cane
trans
leaves and their medicinal properties. It talks.
It's a transformer
Yes.
fat.
Hey,
Well,
I'm listen.
what-
I'm
what
fat.
that is-
I identify as a woman occasionally. I can call it whatever I want.
Yeah. Net is
You would
nest.
think, like,
I
black
stumbled on
honey.
some studies
That's
on
true,
sugar
I
cane
do.
leaves and their medicinal properties. Yeah, sugarcane juice is actually medicinal, Netta. If you get it raw, you don't want a lot of it because it'll go right through you. But it has like manganese, magnesium. It's got some stuff that's really good for you. It's just when they turn it into
when they process.
over process it, it becomes a problem. And of course, just for people like me who are on the borderline of diabetes, I just can't do that. I can't. I could probably do the leaves, possibly. I would have to look into that. That if it helps the gut microbiota. Oh, I'm gonna have to go. We're having a day today, and I don't know if it's the weather because he feels it sometimes too. Okay, I know you say that, but then you don't go. I think you have gas. You have gas. Okay. Okay, we're stripping. All right, guys, thank you for being here with me. I am going to have to go because I do have a special needs son. I appreciate you being up here on the panel with me, the Mutts.
Hey,
And
good seeing you.
thank you, Barry. And hopefully I'll see some of you later tonight when this little man is in bed.
There you go.
And much love to all of you. And I will have something on my community tab as to what we are going to, take out of
Much
our
love,
diet
girl.
Monday. All right, much love,
Hey,
guys.
Mike, you and the missus have a great day.
Yes,
Thank
have a
you,
great
girl.
day and congratulations
Yes, make
again.
sure you